Hey y'all, it is Giacomo. It's Wednesday morning, the 20th. Shalom to my Hebrews. How's everybody doing? So today is supposed to be a day of celebration for the nation, so to speak. It is the Inauguration Day. And I'm going to tell you flat out, very much like the inauguration of Barack Obama, if I'm right about this, 12 years ago it's been, ain't nothing to celebrate. Buddy of mine, white guy, loved him, wasn't even a racist or even one of those soft racists, just my buddy, and he's dead now, unfortunately. But he felt the same way that I did about Barack Obama. But the other but is that he wanted me to celebrate the fact that we had our first black president. And me, since the last 20 years or so, I've been using, not just being, but using my education to think deeper and to look a bit deeper into things than most people do. I kept saying, I don't trust this smooth talking Harvard graduate. Not one bit. I've looked at his record. I've seen things, people, events, beliefs, philosophies. I refused to buy his book. And then added all together and said, there's no fragganackle way I'm voting for Barack Obama. Even if I were a Democrat, I'd have to say, hold the phone, bad man. There's something about this man I don't like, and I'm not going to vote for him. 12 years later, there's something about this man, I'm not going to vote for him. Or today, there's something about this man I don't like, and I'm not going to celebrate the fact that he's our president. The Democratic Party is so obsessed with this first thing, as if we haven't gotten over it with Barack Obama being our first black president or half-black president. Be honest with you, if you look into Warren G. Harding's background, or his record that is, even he said there's a very strong possibility that in my background that somebody jumped the fence, which was a way of saying there was some miscegenation in my past. Look the word up. So really for somebody like me, who has been, on one or two occasions in my past, the first or the youngest or the first Marine, I just, come on, let's all just get back to the things that actually matter. People working, safe streets, safe neighborhoods, clean neighborhoods, low taxes for everybody. Or how about no taxes for everybody? I'm looking at this Fight for 15 thing that has finally come to its fruition, that this doddering old fool who'll be the oldest, there's your first, president we've ever elected, and the first black woman, also half or quarter if you look at it, she's not even an ADOS after all. Nobody's ever done any hardcore thinking on what Fight for 15, or now it is going to be law, unfortunately, B'tzarat Hashem, heaven help us, please. What $15 an hour as a nationwide standard for every business is going to do. Okay? Those of you who live in New York and New Jersey, you're familiar with the bodegas, little corner grocery stores, always run by Puerto Ricans and Cubans. Great place to go in and grab a soda or a drink or some cigarettes, or whatever your fancy is real quick. Guess what, boys and girls? Those little stores are all going to go by the wayside because they are not going to be able to afford to keep 1, 2, or 3 $15 an hour employees. You can say goodbye. That means they're all going to close, and you're going to have to drag your narrow ass to an actual supermarket or to Walmart to go get what you need, even if something real, real small. I got neighborhood mom and pop stores around here that have, they run 24 hours because they're gas station stores, that is. Convenience stores, a little bit too early. And they're going to lose employees. It's hard enough to find somebody to do the kind of work anyway because it's tiring, it's very busy, you're up in all kind of late, crazy night hours. Yeah, maybe they'll be able to hire one more person who thinks so lowly about themselves as to have to be a cashier at a convenience store, as opposed to going to college and getting a job to be an engineer and make $100,000 a year. But guess what? Your gas prices are going up. All little treats on the shelves, the Swisher Sweets and Black and Milds, the price of that is going to go up exponentially. Why? Because now they're going to have to afford that $15 employee thanks to the squad, Cammy Harris, I'm not going to call her a dirty name, and this doddering old man who stumbles in every other speech he gives. I swear, they have to put an implant in his brain and have the swamp creatures tell him what to actually say sometimes. And that ought to scare you a little bit. So boys and girls, nothing to celebrate today. We are about to screw ourselves really, really, really badly. All because we let the media brand Donald Trump as a racist, as a horrible human being. And the media, which is supposed to just report, not call it truth or a lie or whatever else, not get involved in the story like 60 Minutes, but just show what happened. And they're the ones who inflicted this upon you. So, when your ass is on fire next year and you're wondering why everything's going up, look to your president, the one you elected because you didn't do your thinking. Boys and girls, children of all ages, me personally, once I find where I need to be politically, I will be backing away. So I got to pick up somebody in 20 minutes. I will be backing away from the Republican Party. Why? Because they did not stand up 1 second for Donald Trump as my president. They instead piggybacked on his name. You should see how many fundraising emails I used to get when Donald Trump was still president, all from the Republican Party. And they're the ones that had no interest in him to begin with. I'm like, oh, now you want my money? And even more so now that they didn't support him through the first impeachment, this impeachment, they're still clapping hands and with the Democrats and blaming Trump for the riot, which was pre-planned and was occurring while he was still speaking. Okay? This is truth, boys and girls. Look it up. He was still speaking when people were crashing those darn doors. Okay? Everything they've told you is a lie, and the media is at fault, and now we're all screwed. Okay? So my advice to you, of course, is going to be the obvious. Back away. You take care of your stuff. Find your tax your tax-free investments or low-tax investments. I've got a lot of money right now, praise Yahweh, in cryptocurrencies, and if that pans out right, maybe by the grace of Almighty Yahweh, again, B'tzadat Hashem, I'll be a millionaire this year. And then I'm backing away from all this nonsense. I may not be able to start a small business like I really wanted to here in South Carolina because I may not be able to afford to have 3 or 4 $15 an hour employees and pay insurance and pay the skyrocketing costs of electricity and gas because your president doesn't like fossil fuels and he thinks they contribute to global warming, climate change, whatever the hell it is now. You screwed us, boys and girls. And now we're all going to pay. Anyway, I probably have some more rants coming up, but I'll do more TikTok stuff. So, hey, follow me on TikTok. I got some more stuff to drop in there. It's a lot more of my music coming out as well as I start to back away from politics, cultivate my body. I've lost 5 pounds already this year, praise Yahweh, and to keep his Torah. I love you so much. Thanks for stopping by. Shalom.